Hey, welcome back to Stacy Stuff. Hey, there's some chickens. Um, remember when my chickens died last fall? Uh, I've got new chickens, new chicks, and we raised them up, and they're laying eggs now. That's some horseradish I'll need to harvest pretty soon. And the grapes, I'm out here picking grapes this morning. So basically, I just come up here to the, you know, who needs to be explained how to harvest a grape? I just use my scissors and cut it right above the cluster, and I prune them back anyway, so it doesn't matter if I get a few leaves. And those leaves are delicious to eat. You can blanch them and use them in all kinds of dishes. So anyway, I'm gonna put the camera away and finish harvesting this bumper crop of grapes. I like to pick my grapes early in the morning, so that the sugars that sat during the night don't become starchy. So I gotta get this done. We'll see ya. So these are red flame table grapes, and some of them you can see have started to turn into raisins already. The raisins aren't that good. Of course, I never have liked raisins because in my mind raisins are just dead grapes. So anyway, I just feed those to my chickens. No one else in my family. I guess I passed my dislike for raisins onto my children too. So that is a healthy bunch of organically grown red flame grapes. Now I should have pruned these things back and thinned half of the flowers off so I could have got bigger grapes, but these things are just little pops of sugar. The grapes are not keto because there's a bunch of sugar in them, but it's low on the glycemic index because it's a fructose. So there's a lot of fiber in the skins if you eat those, which I do. But mostly we're gonna juice these, and my wife's gonna make sugar-free jam. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make sugar-free jam. It'll be fun. She is at work still, and I don't go back to work until 2 weeks. So I'm gonna make some jam maybe tomorrow. Today I'm gonna be in the studio later on. Anyway, I hope you like watching Stacy Stuff. I hope that you enjoy it, and if you do like it, I don't see people commenting, and feel free to hit me up and say, dude, I want grapes, or dude, you should have pruned your grapes, or dude, just tell me some things, because I like to hear back from people. Sometimes I feel like I'm just talking to myself, which that's not a good thing. All right. Anyway, thank you for watching Stacy Stuff. Like it. Feel free to share it and make a comment. Anyway, see ya. If you haven't tried an organic grown grape that you planted in your yard and you saw it grow from a single vine up over the cattle panel trellis 16 feet to the other side to the planting bench, then you're missing out. So welcome to Stacy Stuff. I noticed something. This is basil, and if you don't know this trick, if your basil is starting to bloom, just pluck the blooms off. Take that whole flower head, and everything below it will bush out, and you'll increase your yield of your basil plant. This is one single plant, and it's huge, right? So it's kind of funny. This purple basil kind of smells like marijuana. It's really weird to me, anyway. But I've been screwed up since COVID. I also noticed that the chickens don't seem to like the basil very much. I mean, they end up eating it, the very last thing they eat. So look, they'll eat that watermelon. They'll pick that cardboard box. The grape leaves will be one of the last things, but they'll eat those. They want me to give them some more fresh grapes. Maybe I will. So you see how they're turning to grapes or to raisins. And again, let me try one. I may have changed my mind and now I like them. No, I didn't. I still don't like them. Raisins are just dead grapes. Let's see if the chickens like raisins. Oh, yep, they sure do. Look at that. The buff orpington just swooped in. Here comes the leghorn. There's the barred rock. Oh, there's the black orpington. There's another one. I think that one's Luther. And that one's Martin. And the other one's Florence. That one right there is Hyacinth. And that's barred rock right there because it's the barred. We call her Juliet. And that buff orpington right there in the middle of your screen is named Crumbs. And that one right there with the sleek neck and fluffy hindquarters is named Sketchy. So anyway, thank you for watching Stacy Stuff. Chickens are endlessly fascinating. You know what's funny? That cardboard box right there, I'll leave it in here and they will scratch it and tear it apart. See that oil that's on it? And it will become compost that I can shovel out and put into my garden. I really need to dress my garden. Hey, welcome to Stacy Stuff. If you've never grown a Armenian cucumber, you should. They are delicious. They're the best tasting cucumbers, I thought, until I tried these lemon cucumbers, which are super delicious. Over here I've got a bunch of fruit sitting on these pepper plants. Here's some kale. I need to harvest some. I got cucumbers right here. I've got patty pan squash coming on. And the onions went to seed. I'm waiting for that to dry out so I can save the seed heads. I need to deadhead that rose bush. There's a few of them still blooming. Tomatoes are, we've already harvested tomatoes. I don't know what this one is. I think it's a purple Cherokee. I don't know how to tell when it's ripe. If anyone out there knows how to tell when it's ripe, let me know. Oh, hey, look. There's a tomato right there. I'm allergic to raw tomatoes, so I'm not going to eat that. But when they're cooked, just for a few minutes, I could eat them. So I'm going to take that one in, and we'll use it to make a salad. Alrighty, well, thank you for watching Stacy Stuff. Loving you. Loving you. And enough days below freezing that it's set fruit. And here is an organically raised, golden, delicious apple that will be ready to pick sometime in the fall. I am anxiously awaiting cutting that up and sharing it 5 ways with my kids and my wife. We already harvested the cherry trees off the cherry. Over there is the nectarine tree. It's a dwarf variety, and we had a really hard frost, and I lost all the blossoms off of mine and set 0 fruit on the nectarine this year, which that's okay, because we can't be fully on and productive all the time. Even trees need a break. That right there, people, is a 11-year-old full-size almond tree, and the almonds are loaded. There's a ton of them. I've never yet figured out, I don't have a shakers to shake this tree, and my kids are too big to climb up it and shake it anymore, so I gotta figure out a way to reach them all the way up there. It's 20 feet tall and a beautiful tree. What I like about it is it provides shade for my chicken coop and run, as does the grape arbor in the afternoon when the sun is hot from the west. That's the east over there, and the sun comes up, and I have shade from that ash tree and that elm tree and those black walnuts over there. Actually, I think those are Atlantis, tree of heaven, but I like to pretend they're black walnuts because I don't get mad at them as much. But they're in my neighbor's yard, so I don't know what to do about that. I do kill them when they come up in my yard. They make great tomato steaks when you cut them down and turn them upside down. If you cut them down and plant them right side up, they'll root, and you'll have Atlantis or tree of heaven, should be called tree of hell, growing in your garden. Anyway, hey, thank you for watching Stacy Stuff. Have a good day, have a good week, and if you like this video, hit thumbs up and share it and give me a comment. Hey, sorry about that lighting. Welcome to Stacy Stuff. Right here is a squash bug killer. Now you might think it's a torch, but it's just an easy start torch. And if any pests that you see in your garden, but most satisfying is the squash bugs. You see their eggs, and they're on the underside of leaves. You just turn on your handy dandy torch, and let's pretend that, whoops,